What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Ramon, Lifestyles Defined. Let's talk about the BlackBerry Key 1, formerly known as Mercury. I think I prefer the name Mercury, but whatever the hell Key 1 is, whatever this means. That's what they call it. That's what we're going to rock out with. So, finally, we had a video back a while with this, and not much has changed. We just got some housekeeping. We got some official specs, and we have a price. So this guy is coming home with a 4.5-inch display, a 1620 by 1080 resolution, which is a solid 3:2 aspect ratio. Okay, that's fine, especially when you take into consideration that this guy has a full-fledged keyboard on the bottom of it. Yes, it will be running Android 7.1, which is a big deal. Happy to see that there. In terms of the processor spec, you're looking at a Snapdragon 625. It's an octa-core processor. It's a 64-bit processor, but it is not one of the flagship processors that everyone knows. I don't think this is a problem. I think we should stop paying attention to the spec whores that are in our conscience saying no, I want the fastest. I believe this processor is fine, especially when you pair it, which is this processor is known for its efficiency, its ability to not be power hungry and to really care about your battery life. So when you pair that with the battery size of a 3500 milliamp battery and quick charge 3.0, I think BlackBerry has a well thought out recipe here with the Key 1. It does have an Adreno 501 GPU. It comes home with 32 gigabytes of storage, and of course there's a micro SD slot there. 3 gigs of RAM. That's okay. Why not 4? I don't know, but again, whatever with the spec horse shit. Now this is the interesting part. The cameras that this guy have are said to be the same exact sensors and cameras that we see in the Nexus. Now, I haven't seen much test on that. That is a good thing. On paper, it is at least. We don't know if it'll be the same performance as what you get on the Nexus, but I'm leaning towards it'll be okay. And let's be real here. The camera on the Nexus is not a joke. So at worst, even if this thing completely bombs, it's not optimized well, it'll be okay. So that's a good thing. That's something I think BlackBerry's used to be known for, is great cameras, and it's good to see that trend continue here. It does have a fingerprint reader, and of course, the star of the show is that physical keyboard. Now, what I do like is there are 52 because there's 52 keys on that keyboard, or is it 52 letters in the alphabet? So what BlackBerry has done is they have allowed you to assign shortcuts to every single key. And I think that's super dope. So if you click and hold the I key, for instance, it'll pop up and say, hey, what would you like to map to this key? And you say Instagram. And then you click and hold the F key. One might think it'll be Facebook, but it's going to be a text message to all of my friends starting with the keyword fuck Apple. Right? I think stuff like that's super dope, and I think this is a good example of a company that's owning their niche and they're making it work and really going all in. Now, I like this device. I like the look of it. I spoke about this in my last video. I really like the design. I wasn't a fan of how the top had this sort of industrial rounded square. Does that even make sense? Look, and the bottom was more rounded like an iPhone, but apparently we had a lot of comments saying it was done that way in particular to make sure that it stays in your pocket, yada yada yada. Whatever, there's a purpose for it, I'll accept it. The phone still looks fine to me. I don't mind the return to the classic BlackBerry form screen keyboard. I don't mind that at all. I think that's cool. In fact, I think it's something that's a little even more sleek than we saw from the Priv, even though I really like the Priv. What worried me here is the price point. This phone will come home at $550. Now, I think that is a very good price point because there are phones out there that's going to be gonna be, iPhones are always gonna be up in the $7, $8, $900 range. The Galaxies, we know, are gonna be $800, $900, and there's rumors that there's gonna be even more expensive for the big guy. And it's okay. I like that they're playing under that market, because really and truly that's where they should be playing. What I don't like is that BlackBerry is literally ignoring that $400 price point that is the sweet spot right now. So you get things like the Axum, you get things like the OnePlus 3T, and even some older flagships that sort of really aggressively fight in that $400 price point. And I think that's where this phone needed to compete, because when you go pound for pound, spec for spec for phones that are in that $400 price point, this phone still falls short. And I don't think the keyboard, the BlackBerry Classic form with the physical keyboard, is enough to sell this phone for $150 more. Although there's some dopeness that they're doing with the D-Tag, the BlackBerry Hub, all that stuff is cool, but I think they really did, they put themselves at a disadvantage with this guy when they made it $150 more than what you could find in the $400 price point. If it were up to me, I would say sell this thing at a crazy loss, sell it for $350, flood the market, make your profit in volume, but it's not up to me. BlackBerry, give me a call. I'll run that whole shit for you, baby. Anyway, hit the comments below. I think this is by and large the same phone we've discussed time and time again, but the price point, I think, is what we need to figure out right now. And I want to know from you guys, what do you think about this? Are you buying this phone for $550? Would you buy it for $400? Would you consider it over a OnePlus 3T for $400? Let me know. Light up the comments below. Don't forget to check the links in the description below to all of our other channels. A lot of dope stuff there. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe. So much more coming. My name is Ramon. I'm out of here. Peace. If I had to describe Lifestyles Defined, I would say it is a dream come true to have a platform where we can talk about the things that we love, and we can share with people who also love the things we love the way we love, and just have conversations that matter and go back and forth and grow as a community. It's been a pleasure. It's been a dream, and I just want to thank everyone that's involved for rocking out with us.